Have you ever wondered if the man you're with truly loves you? Maybe he says all the right things, but can you feel it in his actions? It's easy to say, I love you, but how do we know if that love is genuine? In a world full of fleeting relationships, it can sometimes be hard to differentiate between love that's real and love that's just temporary. The truth is, love isn't always about big gestures, fancy gifts, or extravagant words. Sometimes, the deepest signs of affection are woven into the subtle, everyday moments that prove a man is committed to you, not just in the good times, but in all of life's ups and downs. Think about it. How often have you found yourself questioning a relationship, wondering if he's as invested as you are? It's easy to get caught up in the surface-level aspects of a relationship, the dates, the sweet messages, the shared laughs. But when the dust settles, how do you know if he's genuinely committed for the long haul or if he's just passing through? The answer lies in his actions. True love doesn't just exist in the occasional romantic surprise or the heartfelt words. It's evident in the everyday choices he makes, in how he treats you when no one else is watching. A man who's truly invested in you doesn't just say he loves you. He shows it through his willingness to support your dreams, how he listens to you, how he makes you a priority even when life gets busy, and how he's there for you through thick and thin. You might be asking yourself, how do I know if he's genuinely invested in me? Well, the signs are more apparent than you might think. And the best part, these signs are often in the little things, those everyday actions that say more than words ever could. The way he prioritizes your happiness, how he listens to your needs, and how he goes out of his way to make you feel special. These are the true markers of a man who sees a future with you. In this article, we're going to dive deep into the 12 signs that will tell you whether he's just saying the right things, or if he's truly invested in you. These signs go beyond the superficial, showing you the true essence of what it means when a man is genuinely committed. So, if you're ready to decode the subtle clues that reveal a man's true feelings, keep reading. These 12 signs will change the way you see your relationship. 1. He prioritizes your happiness. When a man is truly invested in you, he will go out of his way to make sure you're happy. This doesn't just mean that he'll plan romantic dates or buy thoughtful gifts. It's also in the small things. A man who loves you will make sure that you feel valued and appreciated, both in private and in public. For example, he might take the time to listen to your troubles after a tough day at work, or adjust his plans so that you're comfortable in a social setting. When a man is consistently mindful of your happiness, it's a clear indication that he sees your joy as equally important as his own. He will engage in actions that make you smile, uplift you in tough times, and provide emotional comfort when needed. It's not about grand gestures every day, but more about the everyday consistency of making you feel loved and cared for. 2. He listens to you attentively and remembers small details. One of the most powerful signs of a man's emotional investment in a relationship is his ability to listen, really listen. When a man truly cares, he pays attention to what you say, remembers the small details, and brings them up later. For example, he might recall something as simple as your favorite song or a small event that happened months ago. He will remember details about your likes, dislikes, and preferences. If he asks questions about something important to you, shows genuine interest, and recalls past conversations with accuracy, it's a sign that he values you and wants to be an active participant in your life. It shows emotional engagement and that he isn't just hearing you, but truly understanding you on a deeper level. This type of attentiveness is a strong foundation for long-lasting, meaningful relationships. 3. He makes an effort to spend quality time with you. When a man is invested in you, he will actively seek out opportunities to spend quality time with you. In today's busy world, time is one of the most precious resources, so when he chooses to spend it with you, it's a significant gesture of love. It's not always about doing something extravagant. Simple activities such as going for a walk in the park, cooking dinner together, or watching a movie at home can feel incredibly special when you share them with someone who genuinely cares. He's not just spending time with you, he's actively engaging in creating memories and deepening your bond. Moreover, it's the way he prioritizes your time together, showing up on time, not cancelling plans last minute, and making sure you feel important in his life. Time is an investment, and when he chooses to share his time with you, it's one of the clearest signs that he's deeply invested. 4. He supports your goals and encourages your growth. A man who truly loves you will encourage you to be the best version of yourself. He won't see your goals as something to be threatened by, but as a path to mutual growth. He will support your career, your dreams, and the things that light a fire in you. For instance, if you want to pursue higher education, change careers, or take on a new challenge, he will stand by your side, offering moral support and practical help when needed. He's not just there for the victories, but for the struggles as well. He'll be your cheerleader during difficult times, helping you push through self-doubt and celebrating your accomplishments when they come. The level of encouragement he provides also shows the depth of his emotional investment. A man who truly loves you wants to see you succeed and will sacrifice his own time, resources, or energy to make sure you have the tools you need to reach your goals. 5. He values your opinions and seeks your advice. A truly invested man understands that a relationship is a partnership, and he values your thoughts, opinions, and advice. This doesn't just apply to big decisions like career choices or buying a house. It applies to everyday matters too. For example, when faced with a decision, whether it's about work, friends, or family, he will ask for your opinion because he genuinely cares about what you think. He knows that your perspective is valuable and helps him grow as an individual. When a man seeks your advice, he's not just showing respect. He's also demonstrating trust in your judgment. It indicates that he values you not only as a partner, but as someone whose wisdom he relies on. 6. He's open and vulnerable with you about his feelings. True emotional intimacy comes from being able to share your feelings openly. A man who loves you will feel comfortable being vulnerable with you, expressing his fears, hopes, and dreams. He won't hide behind walls of pride or emotional distance. Instead, he will allow himself to be open and honest about his inner world. This might not happen immediately. Trust takes time to build. But when a man is emotionally available and allows himself to open up to you about his past experiences, his insecurities, or his feelings, it's a sign that he sees you as his equal, a safe space where he can be himself without fear of judgment. When he opens up about things that are important to him, such as his family, past relationships, or personal struggles, it shows that he's letting you into his life on a deeper level. This kind of emotional depth is a strong indicator of commitment and emotional investment. 7. He actively communicates and checks in on you. Communication is key in any relationship, and a man who is truly invested will make a conscious effort to communicate with you regularly. He will reach out just to check in, even when there's nothing specific to say. He'll want to know how you're doing, whether you've had a good day or if you need any support. The frequency of these check-ins doesn't matter as much as the effort he puts into maintaining open and honest communication. Whether it's through texts, calls, or face-to-face conversations, his interest in staying connected shows that he values you and wants to keep the lines of communication open. Furthermore, he'll listen to what you have to say and respond thoughtfully, giving your concerns the attention they deserve. 8. He's consistent in his actions, not just words. One of the clearest signs that a man is truly invested in you is the consistency of his actions. While words are important, actions speak louder. A man who loves you will not just promise to do things for you, he will follow through on those promises. For instance, if he says he'll help you with something, he will show up and do it without excuses. If he says he'll be there for you during difficult times, he won't just talk about it. He will be physically and emotionally present. His consistency reassures you that he is genuinely committed to making the relationship work and that his words are backed by tangible actions. This consistency builds trust over time, and it's a sign that he's truly invested in the long-term success of your relationship. 9. He makes compromises to keep you both happy. Relationships are about balance, and when a man is truly invested, he will make compromises for the sake of your happiness and the harmony of the relationship. This could involve adjusting his plans, letting go of his own desires, or making sacrifices to ensure you both feel valued. For example, he might give up a night out with friends to spend time with you if you need support, or he might compromise on where to go for vacation, taking your preferences into account. It's not always about giving in to your every demand, but about finding a middle ground where both of you feel respected and loved. 10. He respects your boundaries and personal space. A truly invested man will respect your boundaries and give you the personal space you need to thrive as an individual. He understands that you are your own person, with your own desires, needs, and interests, and he will never pressure you to do something you're uncomfortable with. Whether it's giving you time to focus on your career or letting you have some quiet time to recharge. He recognizes that your emotional health and autonomy are crucial for a healthy relationship. His respect for your boundaries shows that he cares for you in a way that values your well-being, not just his own needs. 11. He introduces you to important people in his life. A man who truly loves you will want to integrate you into his world. He will introduce you to important people in his life, whether it's his family, close friends, or colleagues, because he sees you as someone he wants to keep close for the long run. This is not just a gesture of inclusion, it's a sign of trust. He's telling the world that you're important to him, and he wants those who are close to him to know about you. It signifies a deeper commitment and a desire to build a future together. 12. He shows patience and understanding. During conflicts. Every relationship faces challenges, but a man who is truly invested in you will demonstrate patience and understanding when conflicts arise. Rather than resorting to anger or defensiveness, he will approach the situation calmly and work toward finding a solution that works for both of you. He will listen to your perspective, validate your feelings, and try to understand your point of view. His goal will be to resolve the issue while maintaining respect and harmony in the relationship, rather than winning the argument. This type of emotional maturity during love isn't always about grand gestures or dramatic declarations. Sometimes, the most genuine form of love is found in the quiet, everyday actions that show a man's commitment to you. If he's truly invested, it will reflect not only in how he makes you feel, but in how he prioritizes your happiness, supports your dreams, and shows up for you when it matters most. Remember, real love is more than just words. It's about creating a future together, understanding each other's needs, and nurturing a bond that goes beyond the surface. If the man in your life exhibits these 12 signs, then you're not just a fleeting thought, you're his priority, and that's a love worth holding on to. So next time you wonder if he's truly invested, don't just look for the obvious. Pay attention to the smaller, everyday signs. Because love is often shown in the quiet moments, not the loud ones. If you've seen these signs in your relationship, congratulations. If not, it might be time for an open conversation about where you both stand. A healthy, loving relationship is built on mutual respect, trust, and, of course, investment from both sides. And remember, don't settle for less than the love you truly deserve. If you found these 12 signs insightful, be sure to share this article with your friends or someone who may need to read it. Let's all learn to recognize and appreciate the true depth of love and commitment in our relationships.